hope you learned some interesting facts about the reindeer or the caribou, maybe where they lived, or how they stay warm. Well, let's go ahead and make a reindeer today. You'll need to find the paper that had your brown, black, and red paper clipped together. Now, for those of you that want to use the tracing side, you can, or I laid it on the ground and I took off my shoe and I traced my foot. So there's my foot, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out my foot instead of using the triangle. I thought we could make a hand and foot reindeer instead of the triangle reindeer. I think it looks more like the reindeer. So as I come up here, mine looks like a turkey leg, but hopefully when we're done, we have a nice reindeer. So go ahead and turn your reindeer that way. And then next step is you have a piece of black paper. The black paper was folded in half to make this part easier because you're going to need two hands. Now my hand's a little bit big, but I'm going to try to squeeze it on here so that you can see it. And I'm going to trace my hand. Now I can use a pencil or a yellow crayon. Sometimes the yellow crayon makes it easier to see on black. As I come around, I'm going to trace my hand. Now go ahead and cut out your hand. Now, this is the tricky part. Trace once, cut once, and the magic is you will have two pieces of paper as long as you left your folded paper together. Now, if you stretch it out, you're not going to get two hands. You're only going to get one hand. Now, as I cut mine, I'm pointing my scissors away from me. I have to keep turning my paper, but my scissors are always pointed away, and I'm cutting on my traced lines. Tracing and cutting is an important skill. So trace your hand and go ahead and cut it out. Now, you make sure you take care of your scraps. You're in charge, just like you would be in the classroom. And now when I open up my hands, oh, wait, I have to make one more cut. Go ahead and cut on that folded line. And now I have two hands. Now this is the best part, I think. I am going to go ahead and put a little glue on. Now I like my foot. This would be my heel of my foot. These are my toes of my foot. But you can see I traced it with a sock on. So it's more foot-like. And I'm using the wider part for his head. And I'm going to put my paper up like that. These are going to be your deer's antlers. And I guess I have to do it more like that. And more like that. Now flip it over. Oh no, I realized I did it on the wrong side. All right, no worries. We'll try again. Flip it. I'm going to put the glue on that side and the glue on that side. Because I want my antlers to be hidden, or the palms of my hands to be hidden. Now I can use my crayons and I can give my reindeer some eyes. I'm going to start with two ovals right here. There's circles and maybe a little oval here and an oval here. Now you have to decide. You have some brown paper left. If you want to make a brown-nosed reindeer, go ahead and first of all cut out your red nose for your reindeer. But if you don't want a red nose, this makes a perfect circle to trace and then cut. So go ahead and trace the red circle after you've cut it out. And I used good cutting skills there. I'm going to trace that. And now when I cut out, oh, I want to color it first because I want it to be a little bit darker brown so I can see the difference. I just have to find my brown crayon. So I'm going to go ahead and color this circle brown. Even though it's on my brown paper, you'll see in just a minute how great it'll look. And if I go outside the lines, no worries, but I'm going to make sure that I color in my whole circle before I cut it. That way I won't color on my desk or my workspace. Now I can go ahead and have a brown-nosed circle. Yes, I have a brown-nosed circle. And now when I put it on, you can see the difference. Now you can choose. You can have a brown nose, or you can have a red-nosed reindeer. You choose whatever one you want. It fits perfectly on my heel. And now I have a hands and foot reindeer. Plus, you learned some great facts about reindeer. Now, don't forget, take all your scraps and make sure they get put in the garbage.